Good morning, good evening, good day to you. I am Darth Bathrobe, and this is Raid Shadow Legends. So, today we're going to give you an update on the main account, and then we are going to discuss the secondary account that I'm going to be covering on this channel as well, and when I plan on starting it, and I was going to start it yesterday, and I dabbled in an account. I even made a video for it, but then something came out this morning that I was like, okay, we're going to restart that. So it's coming, but we'll go over this account and then I'll talk about what my plans are for the second account. Okay. And the reason that I'm planning on running two accounts is because at a certain point in Raid, you're just always out of energy. You just can't do anything. So I'll run two accounts. I've got this and Watcher Realms and other games that I'm making content for, so it should be an even keel. It's just, yeah, I don't like their energy cap. That is the one thing about Raid that frustrates me. And their energy cap would be fine if they'd half their refresh time. It's a 3 minute refresh time per point. If they do it 90 seconds, it would feel a lot better. But that's a dead horse that I've beaten, and every other content creator has beaten. There are a couple ones that think our energy cap is perfectly fine, and I think they're ludicrous, or they just spend money and they don't notice it. Because if you whale out and buy all the energy packs, of course energy isn't an issue. Um, anyway, so the account so far, I hate this mission. This mission just pisses me off. Um, Particularly right now, because the group that I have, no, I don't want your flash. I don't think it'll let me do it, but like I can't. I'm not quite strong enough to do 10. If I could do 10, it wouldn't be as bad. So I'm having to do 9, which the rates are a little bit higher, but not as much. As you can see, I've only gotten 3, and it needs 5 or 6 stars. So it's like okay. But after that, like things will sort of. I'm gonna end up, depending on how the next couple of days go, I might end up getting bottlenecked on the potion keep ones and not get through this one in the first 7 days, because that's just yeah. And then this one shouldn't be too bad. I just got to do some Minotaur, because right now we have uh, he has his full um masteries, and I've got his first set. You and then this one are going to probably be the next two to get masteries. Um, as you can see, I'm working on leveling up some food. I've already got one 5 star. We're getting up there. Um, yeah, and as far as PvP, we're in stage 2 of this. I like there's so many people that have like the predators and the alien. It's just kind of hard. Like if you're starting out now, like you're just basically pwned. Like you just have to kind of really watch for which ones you can easily win, because most of them are going to be just they're just going to ice you. It's just going to be like, and I was it was ice them. And I mean that's just what it's going to be. Um, I'm fortunate enough to have pulled him, because he really does help out through here. Uh, I mean, I already know he's going to basically carry a lot of this account for a while. That's why I'm working on getting him built up. That's why he got the first 4 legendary books, and he'll get all the legendary books until he's fully booked. Um, these are always a fun one where it's like, you're going to win, but also at the same point, you're just like, there we go. Oop, I've gone up a thing, which means harder opponents. Looks like I got one. I might be able to win. Two, possibly. He's already 3. That's going to be difficult. We'll try for this one. All right. And I'm going to try this one. This one's iffy because she has her 3 star, and so does he. So she's going to remove buffs every 2 turns. and every fifth attack he's going to get an extra attack. But that one's not as bad. So let's see what we get here. So I won the speed test. Okay, we're good. If I hadn't won the speed test, I don't think I would have like gotten that one. Okay, so the rest of these we'll wait until reset. Try again. I am saving these until I get told on the missions to level them up, because some missions count if you've already done them. Some are like, oh, you have to do that right now. So I'm just gonna wait on them. Pulls yesterday were decent, not great. I mean, the legendary void we got was is going to carry the account for a while, so I'm fine with that. Now, as far as my plans for the secondary account, I'm still deciding. I think I want to go with a starter link that has a Rector Draft versus Tagore, because if I could find one that was good that had both Rector Draft and Tagore, that would be great. But particularly with the thing that dropped today, having Rector Draft isn't going to be as big as issue, because one of the big things that Tagore brings, in addition to his revives, is the shield and the speed. Well, the shields I can't really like. I'm still gonna have to figure out something about, but the speed, um, we have a thing for that. If you've seen the thumbnail, you know where I'm headed, because they have just now released a new player promo code that you get Reservoir, um, the badass rabbit dude that just has a wolf on his back. Um, but like he has a he has 20% speed in all battles, which is good. Um, his A1 attacks 3 times, which is great for a lot of things. And the hits fill his turn meter, so like he's just making himself faster. Um, he has an AOE that has up to 100% leech for 2 turns. He heals this champion for 10% for each leech debuff that's on. So like it's placed on the skill. So he's got a self heal plus a leech for everybody else. And then his third ability attacks all enemies, places a 30% speed increase buff and a 50% accuracy increase buff on all allies for 2 turns before attacking. So like, here's my speed boost, here's my accuracy boost, and that books down to a 3 turn. So at the beginning, he's going to have a little bit of an issue until I can get him the books to get it down to a 3 turn. But he's still going to overall be good. And then his passive for each increased speed buff placed by this champion increases his speed his this champion's speed by 5, stacks up to 100. So you can get an extra 100 speed off of him. So and like if he's your only speed one and he's doing this every 3 things, and like let's say just you're doing it on a clan boss. So every 3 turns he's getting 5 more speed. Every 3 turns, 5 more speed, 5 more speed, 5 more speed. Like for the long hauls, it's gonna be great. He's just gonna get faster and faster and faster, and you're gonna build him with speed anyway. So he's kind of the big deal that came out this week. Now, Vulcan, one of the content creators, hang on a sec. One of the other content creators is thinking of making a new starter link using this guy, because he's about to get a buff and him. And I may wait to start the second count until that drops just to see what other champions he pairs with it. Um, but I have a feeling if I do, he's going to go with Tagore rather than Rector Draft, and so I may go to Old Guardians because he's the only one that right now that has a good Rector Draft one that I've been able to find. So that's kind of the plan for the second account. It's probably going to start at some point this week. Um, I may live stream the start over on Kick. And all of my live streams are going to be on Kick. I'm going to eventually have just a live stream channel on YouTube. But for right now, with the algorithm and how everything works, I realized that the lives that I were doing is just messing with the algorithm too bad, and I'm not getting enough traction over here on YouTube. So all my streams are going to be over on Kick. And then I'll still make videos here and I'll do things, but all my live streams are going to be over on Kick. I'm trying to set up an actual like full schedule for those so that everybody will know when they are. But this has been kind of a long video, but that's kind of the plans for this. That's why what's going on this account, and then the plans for the two accounts that we're going to cover on this channel. Yeah. But as always, I appreciate you all, and I will see you next time.